Hello everyone, welcome to video lecture on transport phenomena. Myself Khushbu Shah, Assistant Professor in Chemical Engineering Department of LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. In our previous session, we have started chapter number 2, which is Principles of Momentum Transport. In that, we have already seen what is Newton's law of viscosity, what is the cell momentum balance, and how we can calculate the convective and molecular momentum flux. Now in today's session, we will see how we can apply this cell momentum balance for a particular system. So let's take one example, or I can say one system on which how we can apply the cell momentum balance, or I can say for this system how we can calculate the momentum flux distribution as well as velocity distribution. So let's start. We have taken the example of flow of falling film. This is the figure which describes the flow of a falling film. You can see here, this is the inclined plate. On the above of this plate, the liquid is flowing like this. See. And we have taken the length of this plate is L and the angle of the plate from the horizontal is beta. Liquid is flowing from this reservoir in this direction. So we have taken the flow of a liquid down an inclined flat plate of length L and width W, as you can see in this figure. From this figure, I can draw this type of figure. See here. See. For this system, we consider the viscosity and density of the fluid to be constant. See, this is the plate. On this plate, the fluid is flowing. The plate length is L, width is W, and the thickness of this plate is delta X. You can see here. Now, the total momentum, we can use the symbol for total momentum flux is phi. See here, phi. Fine. So, and the momentum is in the z direction. So, the total momentum in this direction is phi zz at z equals to 0, and here is phi zz at z equal to L. Similarly, if I see from here in this direction, the total momentum is phi yz. Why I am writing yz? Y is the direction, area perpendicular to this direction, and z is the momentum. So the z suffix z remains constant because the momentum is same in z direction. So while I can take this direction, at that time I am writing phi zz, from this side I am writing phi yz, and from this I am writing phi xz. So z suffix remains constant for all of them. Fine. Here at entry z is equals to 0, at exit z is equals to L. From this side this is y is equals to 0, y is equals to W, z is this direction, y is this direction, and x is this direction. Fine. Now for cell balance. We select the system of thin cell perpendicular to x direction. And after that we set up a z momentum balance over a thin shell with a region of a thickness delta x, which is bounded by plane z is equals to 0 and z is equal to L, and extending a distance W in y direction. Fine. Now, the various contributions to the momentum balance are then obtained with the help of quantities in the z component. By using the components of combined momentum flux tensor phi. What is combined momentum? Combined momentum is the total momentum, which is the summation of convective plus molecular momentum. So, by using component of combined momentum flux tensor phi, we can include all the possible mechanisms for the momentum transport at once. Now we have to write the cell balance equation. And for cell balance equation, we have to write first of all the equations for convective for in minus out and molecular for in minus out and force of gravity. So let's write down the separate equations first. Rate of z momentum in across the surface at z is equals to 0 will be Wx phi zz at z equals to 0. Now rate of momentum is what? Momentum flux into area. This is the momentum flux phi zz and this is the area. How we can write this W delta x? If you are looking from the z direction, the area of that plate will be W into delta x. So rate of momentum is momentum flux into area. So while we are looking in the z direction, the area of the plate will be W into delta x and flux is phi zz. So rate of momentum is momentum flux into area. Momentum flux is phi zz and area is W delta x. In the same way, if I am writing for the exit condition, that is the rate of z momentum out across the surface at z is equals to 0, which is equal to W delta x phi zz at z equals to L. Fine. Now we are looking for the z momentum in x direction. So rate of z momentum in across surface at x. So now if we are looking in the x direction, the area of the plate will be W into L. So this is the area W into L and the flux will be phi xz at x equals to 0. In the same way, rate of z momentum out across surface at x plus delta x equals to WL phi xz at x plus delta x. And the last is external force or the gravity force which is acting on the system. We all know how to write the gravity force, which is LW delta x into rho g. Fine. But the plate is inclined, so the component will be LW delta x rho g cos beta. Now, if we are combining all this equation in a cell momentum balance equation. Remember cell momentum balance equation? Rate of momentum in by convective transport minus rate of momentum out by convective transport plus rate of momentum in by molecular transport minus rate of momentum out by molecular transport plus force of gravity is equals to 0. So combining these in shell balance equation, the form of equation will be W delta x phi zz at z equals to 0 minus phi zz at z equals to L plus WL into bracket phi xz at x equals to 0 minus phi xz at x equal to x plus delta x plus W delta x L rho g is equals to 0. This is my equation number 1. Now I am dividing this equation by LW delta x. If I am dividing this equation by LW delta x, now the form of the equation becomes phi zz at z equals to 0 minus phi zz at z equals to L divided by L, because W delta x will be cancelled out, plus phi xz at x minus phi xz at x plus delta x divided by delta x as LW cancel out, plus rho g cos beta is equals to 0. This is my equation number 2. Now I am taking the limit of delta x approaches to 0 and using definition of first derivative for phi xz with respect to x. This equation number 2 will become like d phi xz by dx minus phi xz at z equals to 0 minus phi xz at z equal to L divided by L is equal to rho g cos beta. Rho g cos beta remaining on this side and the other two form of equation I am taking on another side, and I am taking delta x limit tends to 0. So this second term of the equation number 2 will become d phi xz upon dx, and remaining two conditions, or I can say remaining two equation remain same. Now this is my equation number 3. Now by making use of definition of phi and the expression for tau xz and tau zz we get, now here we are using that table which we have seen in our previous session. Table for convective momentum and table for molecular momentum to take the value of tau xz and tau zz. See here. Now phi xz is equals to tau xz plus rho vx vz and phi zz equals to p plus tau zz plus rho vz vz. Here in tau I can write in place of tau minus mu curly vz by curly x. How I can write this? I am using the Newton's law of viscosity. What is Newton's law of viscosity? Tau is equals to minus mu du by dy. So phi xz is equals to minus mu curly vz by curly x plus rho vx vz and phi zz is equals to p minus 2 mu curly vz by curly z plus rho vz vz. Why I am writing here 2? At what time I have to write this 2 mu? So remember this, when the momentum direction and area perpendicular direction is same, or in other word tau zz, when both the suffix are same, you have to write this 2 mu. Fine. Now we are applying some assumptions here. This is very important. In accordance with the postulates that means we are taking assumption that velocity in x and y direction will be 0 because the flow of fluid is in the z direction or the momentum is in the z direction. So velocity in x and y direction is 0. So Vx and Vy is equals to 0 and Vz is function of Vx. Why? Because the fluid is flowing in z direction. Fine. So Vx is equal to and Vy is equals to 0 and Vz is function of Vx. And pressure P is P of x. These are some assumptions which we have taken. And from these assumptions, we are applying this assumption to above phi xz and phi zz equation here. So now see, if Vx is 0, because Vx is 0, the term here rho Vx Vz will be 0 as Vx is 0. Now we are trying to reduce the equation. And to reduce this equation, we are applying this assumption. See here, because Vx is 0, here rho Vx Vz will be 0. Because Vz is Vz of x, the term this 2 mu dVz by dz is 0. So this term will be cancelled out, this 2 mu term will be cancelled out. Because Vz is Vz of x, this rho Vz will be same at z equals to 0 and at z equal to L. Fine. This rho Vz is same at z equals to 0 and z equals to L. So in the previous equation number 3, we have written phi zz at z equals to 0 minus phi zz at z equal to L. Now this rho Vz is same at both the directions, so it will be cancelled out. And because P is P of x, the P is same at z equals to 0 and z equals to L. So again here, if you will see, this P term and this rho Vz term, both the term will be cancelled out as this term is same at z equals to 0 and z equals to L. So after putting these all equations, after applying this assumption, in equation number 3, now the equation is reduced to this. d tau xz upon dx is equals to rho g cos beta. After applying these assumptions, the tau xz depends only on x. The equation 3 simplifies to d tau xz upon dx is equals to rho g cos beta. This is my equation number 4 and this is the differential equation for the momentum flux tau xz. And the integration of this equation will give tau xz is equals to rho g cos beta x plus c1. This is the integration of equation number 4. Tau xz is equal to rho g cos beta x plus c1. This is equation number 5. Now I have to find this constant c1 value. To find the constant value, we have to apply some boundary conditions. We all know that. Applying boundary condition at gas liquid interface at x equals to 0, tau xz is 0. That means at the bottom of the plate where x is 0, there is no shear stress. So we are applying this boundary condition at x equals to 0, tau xz is 0. When I am applying this boundary condition in equation number 5, the value of C1 will be 0. So now the equation becomes the tau xz is equal to rho g cos beta x, and C1 is 0. So tau xz is equals to rho g cos beta x. This is equation for momentum flux distribution. Fine. So this is my final equation of tau xz. This is my final equation of momentum flux distribution for flow of falling film. Fine. So this is the equation for momentum flux distribution. We are completing the session here. In next session we will see the velocity distribution equation for this same system. I hope this is clear to all. Thank you.